So back to the process. As I say, I really enjoy writing. I love singing. I love it all. But like playing the parts, love tracking. It's all good. But when it comes down to the mix, it's just something. There's something about that process that just uplifts me. It could be tedious, but not as tedious as tracking. It's a much more creative time in the production of an album. It does have its technical shit, the engineering shit, but that's fun to me because I kind of really enjoy that stuff. The mastering is something that is actually something that I really enjoy. A lot of people would be like, how the hell can you enjoy mastering? It's such a technical science. And I'm like, well, yeah, it is. But I've learned so much about it in the past, 20 years, 25 years, since I was like little zygote. I've been interested in mastering and the production of music in general. Sound design has always interested me. Sound design is what we're doing when we're in production. It's designing the music. It's an arrangement of some sort, and it's just meant for presentation. It's like a live performance. You're trying to present something. So it's really, really, really cool. I love it. So I'm just proud to say that I'm done, and that's 2 in the last 6 months. 2 times I've had to sit down and mix, and not track. The tracking was all done last year. Tracking is something we do ahead of time. Mixing, it requires a little bit more focus. It took me about 3 weeks to complete the final mixes, probably even more than that. I've been getting them together and procuring them for probably I'd say over the past 2 or 3 months, but I didn't have the time to go in and give it my ultimate focus until close to May 20th. And that's when everything started coming together. So some days I spent 8 hours in the studio. Some days I spent 5 hours in the studio. Some days I spent 6. I spent time at different conjunctures in the process, getting it together. And I'll tell you this: the first half of the album, the first 70% of the album, took. I wouldn't say it took that long. It took time, but I'd say that the last bit took a little longer. And the reason being that it took a little longer is because as time goes on, you start to get more focused on things that you need to spend more time on. And I saved the ones that needed a little bit more work for the end. And I'm glad I did, because that the work that went in at the very end was probably the most intense of the whole process. And let's just say that I had to mix the last song I was working on several times. I thought I had it several times, and then I'd go back and listen to it on different systems, different speakers in different places, riding the bus, walking around, and I would notice that it wasn't done yet. So I knew that I had to go back in and finish it. So tonight I'm going to be going out in a bit, but first I'm going to give a very focused listening session to everything I have at this moment in time. And then maybe, just maybe, you can get me to do a live performance of songs. Maybe then, after I've completed that, I will start doing some videos again and stuff. But now it's time to celebrate. This is over. I'm done. So I'm going to have a bottle of wine. I'm going to have a big blunt, and I'm going to give this album a listen. It's over an hour. It's I wouldn't say self-indulgent. So it's not a self-indulgent album, but it's very, very, very how you say, loaded. It's got a lot of shit on it. There are 19 songs on the album because it's 2019. And it's my first album of 2019, so I figured I might as well have the 19 songs that made the album. I was trying to get rid of stuff. I was trying to eliminate stuff off the album, but you know what? Trying to eliminate stuff off this album was stupid because everything fits together. It's like a book. It's like a film. Everything needs to be there that's there. And if you have the patience to listen to it, I'm telling you right now, like, I'm really proud of this shit. This is the shit. I wrote it all last summer, and it's me. I'm telling you stuff right now. You don't have to listen to me now, but when that album comes out, let's get this blue off my face here. So by the end of this month, which is June, it's gonna be out. You can purchase it, you can listen to it. It'll be out in July, early July. And when it's out, if you listen to my stuff, if you've seen me live, if you follow me at all, I think it's a good idea. Check it out, because this one is very, very, very natural is probably the word that I'm going to use, and it's fresh. And it has stuff on it that is for everyone. So there's a lot of surprises. I wouldn't even say it's one type of music at all. This thing is just, I write songs and I put them together, and now it's time for me to say goodbye to you, to the album, to everything, because I got other shit to do. And I'm looking forward to the summer, whenever it begins. I mean, it's not officially summer yet, but this shitty weather has been, quite an asshole, I will say. But it's been really nice lately, and I've managed to enjoy this weather. And tonight, as I say, I'm getting the hell out. I'm gonna enjoy life, and we're just gonna do what we have to do. And what we have to do is basically quality control. I've produced it, I've created it, I've had the help of other people, but now I have to listen to it from beginning to end and say, you know what? There it is. That's it. We're done. So I can say I'm done now, but if I catch one little thing that I don't like, that'll piss me off. It'll hurt my feelings so much. It'll be like, you know what? I gotta get back in there, open up the session, remix the shit. Like, fuck that shit. I've already done that, and I think I caught the prize. I think I caught the big catch. I think it's done. I think we are done. So I wanted to share that with you. If you haven't seen me around, it's because I'm living there. I can't help it. You won't catch me like complaining on social media about stuff. I mean, I'll complain about the weather, and I'll complain about getting around the city with transit and stuff, but I won't complain about anything else, because you know why? I don't give a fuck. I have things that I'm working on that I consider way more beneficial to my soul, my brain, my mind, myself. Being, worth, whatever the fuck you want to call that. Like, I know right now that if I didn't have this to do, if I didn't know how to play music, write music, if I didn't know how to do what I'm doing, I'd be pretty fucking lost. So I can understand how people get lost. It's easy. But my word of advice for people that get lost is, you know what? You can get unlost. Just unlock something that's locked. Open something that hasn't been opened before, and release it. Let it free. It's so rewarding. So, July 1st, 2019, which is this year, which is coming up, get ready for the full-length studio album. My fourth, Under the Remainders, is coming out. And it's going to be an experience that you should experience. And then at the end, you'll say, I'm experienced.